Welcome, storytellers, dreamers, and the curious at heart, to Storytime, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, brought to you by Twilight Garage. Get ready to dive into a world of tales, twists, and a touch of magic with your hosts, the Master of Mischief, Casey Fields, and the ever-inventive David Rogerson. So buckle up and let your imagination rev its engine, because tonight's adventure is just getting started. It's time to turn the page, hit play, and let the stories unfold.
We're going to break it down a little.
This is something we call from the islands, bro. You ever been to Hawaii? No, they have a thing called Talk Story, brother. So this is where we're going to hear a little story. I don't know. I have no preface to this, bro.
Surprise.
You're going to freestyle a story up on this piece?
Yeah, man. I got a surprise story that came from my old man.
All right.
He tells the story about, I think it was the late 60s, possibly very early 70s, but him and his buddies went to go shoot the rapids up in Stanislaus, right? We're talking about Northern California. And they had some, you know, rent a boat or whatever, and inflatable. You ride it down the rapids, but him and his buddies would shoot these rapids a few times every summer. Well, one of the nights after shooting the rapids all day, they made their way to the beach and they camped overnight. They were, you know, cooking some hot dogs out on this rocky little area off to the side of the river. And around that time, and again, I haven't been able to find this yet in the newspapers, but there was a guy going around called the Sickle Slayer. He was known for sneaking up on camps and killing people with a sickle.
Yo, bro, I didn't know if it was that or he was just some sort of illiterate biker. I'm a sickle killer. I can pull up on a dang sickle. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Killed him with a sickle,
Yeah,
like a
man.
scythe?
Yeah, it was like, I guess in the newspaper, and it was talk of the town the whole time they were up there.
You know the first place I go, bro? I don't know the story. I'd go to the nearest Filipinos farmhouse, dude. That's the dude who's got a sickle. Fucking who's got the nuts to kill you with a fucking dude?
Savage.
Bro, because you think about the action of a sickle is totally a different. Man, you either got to be like Children of the Corn or Filipino.
So allegedly there was like a couple people that camped out and in the middle of the night, like some guy sickles right through their tent and like attacks these people, right? There's a couple stories out there, but my dad's story in particular, they're out there grilling these hot dogs after a long day on the river, and they're talking about the Sickle Slayer. And then out of the middle of nowhere, some dude comes walking from the forest line, and he's like, "Hey, what you guys doing?" They're like, "We're just sitting here having some hot dog. Hey, can we get you one?" "No, I'm good.
I don't eat phallic symbols."
It's real creepy, right?
Hot and juicy dicks off the grill. No thanks.
And so as this guy's walking away from their camp back into the forest, he says, "Hey, you guys haven't seen the Sickle Slayer, have you? He was short, fat, and bald." And this guy that was telling him this was short, fat, and bald. It freaked all of them out. So the guy goes back to the forest. My dad and his friends, they're just freaking out, right?
How old are they at this point?
They're like 20, 18, 19, 20 years old, right?
Got you.
And so my dad gets this idea. He says, "Man, if this guy comes back for us, I'm gonna sleep underneath the raft. I'm gonna flip the raft upside down and sleep under, because no one will think to pick that up."
So he was like that dude in the first episode of Cops who fucking pops over the chain link fence, runs through all this scramble of fucking dog food kibble in the yard. Spark. What's he do? Sees the kiddie pool, fucking hides underneath the upside down kiddie pool. Like they're not gonna. I love that shit. He's like, under the kiddie pool. They'll never fucking. If I can't see you, you can't see me. See how that works? You can't see me, y'all. That's criminal logic. So if you've never done crime, don't talk about criminal logic. So what the fuck or you think about, okay, older dude, just walking around, bopping. I'm out here smoking a J because you're like 18, 20, right? So what's an older guy?
I'm thinking about like Dean Morehouse, some type of character like that.
Right,
you
but
know?
I'm saying like at that age, who's really older? You don't have to
Yeah.
be that much older.
No.
Call it 28, 30, right? 25, whatever. This guy's like, say he's 30.
Charlie Manson's age.
So he's walking around, just dips out to smoke a J. He's out wherever he is, lives nearby, whatever. Kids think they're being cool, camping outdoors in the woods. Nick, motherfucker, you're 500 feet from my house, stupid. You know what I mean? Maybe it was like that. Dude's just out on his deck, sees him, and is like, I don't know what to do. So then he's all like out there, fucking around smoking weed and listening to him.
You ever hear about the sickle killer?
So they're having the conversation. He's like, oh, stand by, stand by. So then, right, he comes in like, hey, boy, get you some care. That is shot button bone. And then goes back, and dude's old lady is like, Jerry, that's fucked up. I can't believe you did that to those kids. Can you imagine? Like, that's fucking great. Or
What if it was the sickle killer, him or herself, coming down here, just laying down the law?
I wonder where
They never caught the guy.
Shit.
how many were there victims? How many?
Yeah.
That was so, dude. Like, like I talk about on here often how terrible it is to get stabbed. A sickle, bro. But I wonder what happened to the collector in me wants those tents. Where are those fucking tents? Like, there are the slashed up tents. That'd be sick as fuck. Dude, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking, I don't know, as an egomaniac who fucking dominates the fucking verbal sphere around here, you know how that was going to go. Sometimes you'll fold up a little. That was great, dude. Thank you for that. Hey, get in the comments. That was awesome. I want to hear more about cool shit we're doing and spreading out, reading from things and having new stories and trying stuff out. That was our first episode of Talkie Story on the Twilight Garage, brah.